Hello and welcome to Mock Productions. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here at the last Forbidden Light pre-release. So we're just ready to set up here. This is actually round 3. We've done pretty well we've done pretty well before this match. First round we had a win, second round we had a draw, third round you're about to see what happens right here, right now. So we're setting up, ready to go. Prizes are all set up. We both have one on the bench and active, which is awesome. Several dice all ready to go. We can crack on and get into it. We have an Inkay to start with and a Mesprit on the bench. And on the opposing side, we have an Uxie and a Scatterbug. Okay, so straight away we're going to Mysterious Treasure, Discarding that Leaf Energy to get a Psychic Pokemon, we go for Uxie, so we can at least use the Mesprit attack there, where if Uxie is on the bench, you do 70 instead of just 20. Of course, Inkay will be able to evolve into Malamar, so it's pretty decent if we can get that out of the active as soon as possible. We can't do any attacks or damage, so passing that over to our opponent. So I think we had a bit of a mirror. It's a bit of a mirror match. However, instead of him having Inkay and Malamar, he had Pheromosa and Zergatry. Was I? I think I was. I was having a nice scoff there. You'd probably be able to tell what that was. So he's managed to get out of Vivillon using the ability, and I think I did say to him there, that the ability allows you to get out Spupa and Vivillon, but he didn't need to because they were in his hand already. So he'd be searching his deck for nothing. But he managed to get the Vivillon there, so he's got that full evolution line. You could just see the Spupas there. Can't evolve on this turn. What the heck am I doing? My hands are spazzing out. And he's called that turn. He hasn't placed down any energies at all or anything. So we've evolved into the Malamar, which is good. We don't have any psychic energy in the discards. Scatterbug is there, energy going on that. We only need one energy on that. We have a Spupa in hand. And we can't do anything else this turn. We can't attack or anything. And now to get Malamar out of the active, we need to sacrifice 2 energies. Another Scatterbug going down and evolving to Spupa on our opposing side. And that's his turn. Okay, pretty cool. We have a Nest Ball, so we're straight away going to do that. Maybe look for an Inkay, that's my best guess. Could be an Inkay or... Okay, we got a Furfrou out. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Cool. Shuffle our hand up. It's so easy when you have 40 cards. I don't know what the difference is between 40 cards and 60. Obviously it's 20. But in terms of shuffling your deck, everything just seems lighter. Everything seems nice, light, everything's all good. Evolve into Spupa and flick the grass energy, which then gets placed onto Furfrou, and we are done. Okay, so what can our opponent do here? He's got several lightning energies. There's the Vivillon there. If he has a grass energy and an evolve into Spupa there. So he's got the Vivillon, but no energies down there. There is an Uxie in his hand there. He is Kukuying for 2, another Scatterbug, and a Sophocles coming from that. Still no grass energy, so he's passing that over to us. It's like the hunt for the energies. Wow, straight away. Draw into something, can't do anything. That's an Ultra Recon squad, so he's obviously got some Ultra Beasts in his deck. Sophoclesing away a Scatterbug and Uxie there to draw 4. Psychic Energy. That's a Pheromosa. That's a Zergatry. And that's another Kukui, I think. So there's a Psychic Energy going on to there. On Uxie, I think Uxie does 30, and you can stop the attack of... You stop the attack of the Pokemon, but you have to choose. So in Malamar's case, there's only one attack, so that gets blocked. If there was 2, take a risk and block whichever one. So to attack, we need to place 3, We can't really do anything at the moment. I think we're waiting to use Malamar as a bit of a shield. As much as it's a really good tech to have on the bench, to have it in the active is kind of a bummer. But we got no Psychic in our discard there to try and get our Mesprit or Uxie powered up. Full bench though from the opposing side. We now have a Furfrou joining on the bench there, full 5. A Lightning Energy going on to that Zergotree. If he gets 3 on that, that's going to be pretty unstoppable, really. Knockout on the Malamar there. Obviously, due to weakness, it gets doubled. And then Spupa comes up. So, will we playing into a hopefully get a Vivillon and do some damage? Ezelf, though, coming out, which we got from the pack. So we got all of the little spirit creature things. I don't know what really to call them. But we do 20 roll. I think if it's you roll if heads, it's asleep or paralysed. I think it's paralysed. So another Vivillon. So he's now got 2 Vivillons on his bench there. Zergotree's getting some energies going. Maybe he might use the Uxie as a... Yeah, he's definitely going to do that. Uxie is definitely being used as a bit of a shield here. The paralysation stops there. Nest Ball coming out so we can finish off filling up our bench. I'm guessing we're going to get our Inkay. We have our secret rare, what's it called? Energy Recycler. Really nice card. Looks really, really cool. Glad we pulled that during the pre-release. At least it wasn't a duplicate of some others that we got. But there is the Inkay coming down there for a full bench now. We have a Grass Energy, but we don't need to attach that. The Furfrou has enough energy on it. We're going to do 20 and see if we can paralyze, which we can't. There is the full amount of energy that Zergotree needs. So he just needs to retreat that Uxie, which I think he can do because he's got a retreat cost of 1. Bring up that, take the knockout, and boom. He's pretty much there, to be honest. But he doesn't look as if he is going to do it. He's just going to do the 30 damage and be happy about it. Malamar coming down on the bench there. And can we do anything now? Oh, we're retreating out of the Spupa into the Furfrou. Okay, so we're drawing here. We've just Sophocles there. And Zergotree's coming up there. So we're able to take out that knockout on the Uxie there. Very nice. Is that an Enneporter? Okay, we don't have any special energies, but Zergotree's come up. Zergotree's going to be able to knock us out. It's going to be able to do that 100 damage. Along comes the Ultra Recon squad, discarding 2 there, I think. I think that was 2. Or was it 1? I think it says you may discard up to. You don't have to discard, but there's the knockout on the Furfrou there. And it looks as if he's got another Uxie in his hand there. And we're bringing up the Malamar. No, probably not. Maybe the best thing here is to bring up that Uxie. If we bring the Uxie up, we can power it up and maybe stop that Cablegram attack from doing 100 to us. Although, because our bench is full, we're going to get knocked out regardless, which is kind of a bummer. We could Kukui for a little bit of extra damage. There's the attachment. There's the Kukui for 2 more cards. Energy Recycler coming out there. Are we going to check our discard for energy here? As much as we don't really want to be putting Psychic Energies back in, if we can utilise it. And I don't think we're going to use it just yet, so we are going to go for the 30... Hold on, why is it... Oh, right, yeah, because Kukui. Kukui. So it does 50 damage there. I think Zergotree has 120 or 30 HP. He's going to retreat the Zergotree here. Bringing up the Vivillon. Okay, pretty cool. So he's going to be able to take out the knockout here because that's going to do 50 to us, poison us, and it's going to put us asleep. Now, poison obviously does 1 more damage counter. We only have 60, so pointless me even getting a dice out. It's a knockout regardless. So, we haven't really got that much of a hope here of doing much because the Mesprit I think has 60 health, The Ezelf has 60 health. The Spupa is going to die regardless. The Malamar will die within two rounds. And we need at least 3 rounds to power up that Malamar. Are we going to bring up Ezelf? Yes, we are. Ezelf comes up. No, we're not. Okay, Mesprit's coming up. So we've drawn into an Uxie, which goes onto the bench. So to get this going, we need to attach 2. Kukuiing for 3. There's a Vivillon in our hands there. Right, now this... it sort of sets us up for next turn, but he might be able to get a knockout here. Malamar coming along with the ability. We do have some Psychic Energies in the discard. Placing that on Uxie, getting that ready. We're going to personally attach 1-2 there to retreat that. Bringing out our Uxie, we'll be able to... yeah, okay. So we'll be able to stop the Vivid Powder from doing anything. We can also get 30 going onto that Vivillon as well. Looks as if we are about to do it. 5 energies in the discard. Secret Rare Energy Recycler comes out. Place all 5 of them. Keep saying 3. 5 of them back in. Shuffle them in. So at least we get some extra energy. I still don't understand how it's taken this long for a Secret Rare from Guardians Rising to finally be printed now. It's really odd, but there we go. 30 going on to the Vivillon and obviously stopping the Vivid Powder. Now, I think if he manages to do this, he could literally just switch up the Vivillon with the Zergatry, do 100 damage, and get the win. That's what I'm seeing him do anyway. Yeah. 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 And yeah, there we go. Gets the knockout with the 100 from the Cablegram. Very cool. Very, very nice stuff indeed. Very, very nice. So no GXs at all during this. I think it was my first... yeah, I think it was my first battle I went against an Yveltal GX. Not the best GX in this set. You would have thought, placing it in your deck during a pre-release would be pretty good. But it wasn't even used as like cannon fodder. It was just a bit of like, it's on the bench. Can we power it up? Maybe. And it came into the active and I was able to get rid of it. Which, in a pre-release is really good because, 2 prizes, you've practically almost won the game. But yeah, it was an interesting card nevertheless. The nice thing is I absolutely love the full art of it. It looks so good and I cannot wait to hopefully pull it at some point, or at least get hold of it at some point. But, during these pre-releases we've done pretty well, it has to be said. We've got quite a lot of cards, a lot of hollows. And of course, we've already opened a booster box, so if you guys haven't already seen that, definitely check it out because it is on the channel already. And that was really, really cool indeed. But here we go, we're getting ready for round 2 here. Drawing into what I think is a mulligan. Now that was actually my first mulligan of the whole day. And especially during a pre-release when you use the evolution kit that is given to you, for you to actually get a mulligan is really rare. So, yeah. Not even my deck when I had 6 Pokemon, that was in the third one. That didn't get any mulligans, that was crazy, but it can happen. Here we go, draw into another 7. The opponent is ready to go. And we have a ton of cards in hand here. Ezelf going down. Some nice evolution Pokemon there. Getting our 4 cards there. Ready for prizes. Place them down. And we're all good to go with the next matchup here. We got Zergatry on the bench and a Scatterbug as well as a Furfrou. Looks as if we're going second here, so at least we can attack. He's drawing for 2 because of the mulligan. Fair enough. I was almost about to say something then. Lightning Energy in hand there, which he's attaching to the... no, he's not. Okay. Grass Energy, which is attaching to the Furfrou. Not too sure what the difference would have been there, but maybe he wanted to keep a hold of some of the energies there. Maybe the Lightning one can go on Zergatry. Nest Ball coming out now here. Can he get maybe an Uxie or a Mesprit out? He might even go for the Pheromosa. He did get the Pheromosa promo. He could even go with Zergatry here. He goes for Pheromosa. Now, what is interesting about Ezelf's attack is if I go second, and it's only a 1 energy attachment, I can basically discard one of the my opponent's Pokemon in play. So it's pretty cool, and I think that's why I put it up first, because I mean, okay, number 1 is the only thing I could have put up, but we're nest balling here. I'm gonna guess and say maybe an Inkay. Yeah, there we go, Inkay, because we've already got that Malamar in hand, so we definitely want to try and get that going as quick as possible. As soon as we have, I think, 2 Inkay, 3 Malamar, we can get 2 of them going, which is going to be really good, especially when energy does get discarded. In terms of being retreated or knocked out, it's going to be good. Along comes Lily there to give us another 4 or 3. It's 4. Okay, nice. So we find another Malamar and another Inkay. That's really good. So we can at least evolve them next turn. We're going to use the attack there to get rid of that Zergatry, and it goes back into my opponent's deck. So I thought, yeah, you know, you want to get rid of that, especially with that 100 attack. It had to go. It had to go. And even with the first attack, being able to do 20, I think it was like 20 and then 20 for every benched Pokemon that I had. So it would be able to knock out quite a lot. But there we go. He's still got Pheromosa though, but Kukuying for 2 here. Looks like he got drawn into an Uxie and a Furfrou? I think anyway. So Uxie goes down. Doesn't look like the other one's going to go down, but we have a Psychic Energy attached to that Mesprit. I think he might go for 20 here and return for 2 cards. Yeah, there we go. I think it's 2 cards. There's a Mysterious Treasure and a Zergatry in hand. Okay, so it's a good thing he kept his bench nice and open. 2 Malamars here going down on the bench there. Nothing in the discard pile, so we can't do any of the abilities, but it's nice to have 2 of them on the bench because we can just do... we can exactly do 2 of the abilities at the same time, which is really, really cool. I think that does 10 damage, and I think he goes to sleep. I think it's asleep. It goes into confusion state, but it is asleep. Roll to get out of that, which he doesn't do, which is good because it keeps him there. And there's the second Zergatry right there. So it really didn't take long at all for the Zergatry to come out. That was that first attack sort of almost ruined. But he's got a full bench. He's got a full bench, so we can't get out that other Zergatry. Another energy going onto that Mesprit there, and seeing as he's got Uxie on the bench, he's going to be able to do that. He can't retreat though, especially when being in a sleep mode, if you want to call it that. But there we go, he does roll aheads there, so he comes back out from being asleep here. Now, what can we do here? There's something in hand that I want to play. That would be a Grass Energy. Are we going to also try and do 10 here again and put him to sleep? Probably. There we go. And does he wake up? No, he doesn't. Okay, that's good on us. Obviously, we can't just carry on doing this for 7 turns, but yeah. Roll to see if he gets out. No, still asleep. Okay. And that's a Scatterbug coming down now. I think we have the Spupa and Vivillon line in hand. We're going to retreat there. Bringing that one up. Now, of course, we can straight away use the ability there and start powering up either one of the Malamars. Another energy going on to there. We don't have Uxie, so we can at least do 20 here. And that's all we can really do. We can evolve the Scatterbug into Spupa next turn. 4, can he wake up from it? Yes, he can. Okay, so he's awake. So he can do 20 damage here. Or he can retreat if he wanted to. He does have that Mesprit there. So he could use the Uxie and take a KO on us because we will be weak to Psychic anyway. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, it looks as if he is going to retreat from that. And he's going to place the Mesprit up front with the 2 energies needed. To get that 70 would be 140. That's 100% a KO on our Mesprit. That is gone out of here. It does give us some energies, though, to play with the Malamar. So, are we going to utilise... As Elf goes up, okay, fair enough. Draw, and we get a Furfrou. We also get to evolve into Spupa. Grass energy being attached there, so we can use the Elf ability for 10, and it goes to sleep. We didn't use the Malamar abilities there, which is interesting. A sleep goes in, obviously that is confusion there. Does he wake up? Yes, he does. Okay. Right, so what can you... Oh, lightning energy going onto the Zergotree. Okay, very, very interesting. Oh, right, that's why we didn't, because we had 2 grass energies in the discard. Haha! Fun stuff. Okay, he gets the KO on that, because obviously we're weak to Psychic there. Still being able to do 70. So, he can... We can do... Ooh, we could do 50, and obviously put him poison and asleep. But we don't have any energies. Oh, we seriously don't have any energies. Wow, okay. So he's going to be able to do 70 here to that Vivillon. Vivillon has 130 health, I believe. Energy going on that Furfrou, that's all it needs. There is 10 damage there. 10? Oh no, it's 70. There's 6 and 1. Okay, fair enough. Nest balling there for another one. Probably going to be maybe an Uxie, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. Uxie coming out. Sweet. Place that down. Nest ball done. Vivillon evolved. Sophocles coming out, getting rid of both Uxies. I mean, he's already got an Uxie on the bench, so that's all good. Drawing into 4 cards there. Let's have a look, see what he can do here. So he can do 70 damage to us. On top of that 70, that's going to be able to knock us out. So we're not really in a good... we're not in a good position here at all. The knockout's coming on the Vivillon. There it is. Bang. He's down to 1 prize now. This is interesting. Brings up the Furfrou. Need an energy attachment. There is the energy. So we can do 20 there. That's not enough to knock him out and then draw into 5 cards there. We get 3 Psychics, 1 Grass, and I think a Trainer there. Another Nest Ball which he can't use. There is a Lightning Energy being attached there to that Zergotree. He only needs 1 more. I don't really... He's got loads of cards in his hands, actually. Wow. And he's going to be doing that 70 damage to us there. So we have 20 damage on that. Malamar will get knocked out, both of them. How for 3. Drawing into a How. How do you draw into a How? Like, Howception. The Uxie will get knocked out by that Mesprit, and pretty much we've lost regardless here, because both of the Malamars are weak. Uxie's going to get knocked out regardless of that 70. Scatterbug is going to get knocked out from 70 easy, and Furfrou's going to get knocked out, which I think this is why I'm telling him that there is no way that I can win throwing in a scoop there. But very interesting match there. Almost a mirror match. A few different ones there with obviously having Malamar versus Ultra Beasts. The Ultra Beasts did get through, but definitely I think during that match it's definitely about getting energy out as soon as possible. If you can't draw into energy, if you can't place down the energy, you're not going to get far at all. But having Malamar I thought was going to be a big advantage. Didn't seem like it though. The setting up is very, very important though. But there we go. I will leave it here for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the pre-release videos. Of course, the set will be coming out on Friday, so make sure to stick around for that. We have other videos during the week coming out. But apart from that, I'll leave it here, and I will see you guys in the next video.